Thanks for the intro, and thanks everybody for showing up in Spatial. Thanks. Thank you so much. And cool. Nice being here. Thank you, everybody. And I'm glad everybody can see the screen here. This is such a well set up, such a well done setup. So thank you so much, the team at Second Bleep, because this is really cool. I'll start with like a couple of slides, and I will like go over DressX as a company and what we do and our solutions. But honestly, I'd rather have an open discussion with everybody here. So if anyone feels like asking a question or sharing something, or just want to even like sidetrack me to a different topic related to digital fashion, just stop me. Don't hesitate, and just come on stage so we can chat. So you already had a great intro of my background. I'm not going to go over it again. And just diving in directly on what DressX is all about. DressX is the worldwide leader in digital fashion. We've been able to reach that because we have now the largest AR application for fashion wearables. We have over 350 unique augmented reality fashion wearable accessible in the mobile application. And this was all possible through creators and assets created on our platform, but also amazing partnerships with Snapchat and Roblox, Farfetch, Google, Meta, and so many more brands and great creators and companies we had the chance to work with. And a very important term that we want to share here is the term MetaCloset. We trademarked that term and created that term that we are now using all over because, thank you. So we see the MetaCloset as, like imagine the virtual version of your current suitcase or backpack. Like the same way you can travel the world with a backpack or suitcase and wear the same wearables all over the place when you're traveling. We see MetaCloset from DressX as the same utility, but for virtual wearables. Like you should be able to collect a wearable and bring it with you and wear it on yourself everywhere you go in a virtual place, either it's spatial or decentralized on the sandbox, or your Zoom call, your Skype call, your mobile social media icons. Everywhere you should be able to wear those wearables. And that's why we are bringing this term MetaCloset to the industry. And this is where the DressX vision really lies. And lastly, we were very grateful to be part of the final LVMH Innovation Award last year, which also granted us the opportunity to join their incubator program. And we are now part of this incubator program, which is a wonderful program to connect with all of the luxury fashion houses in France. These are just a couple of brands and companies we've been working with as like close partners, from fashion houses like a Dior or Dolce Gabbana to a mass retailer like an H&M, to Metaverse like a Decentraland or Ready Player Me, and tech companies like Snapchat or Meta. Really open to collaborate with any brands or companies that make sense, as long as we can really bring them into this fashion space and metaverse space in a like valuable manner that will make value and sense for the community, for the brand, and for our own organization as well. Multiple solutions are in the closets. We have started with photo looks and AR looks. We have then introduced gaming skins, NFTs, and avatar and metaverse world assets. And how we start DJ, for those who know this type of music. Um, we then use the assets to dress people on their photographs, which is what we call the meta look as well. This image that you see here of this model is completely digital. This outfit is 100% digital, and she was dressed up with our technology and with our assets on that photo. And this is where we really see like metaverse fashion and digital fashion as a solutions to be more sustainable for the industries, because most of people now, I mean, not most, but like 15% of the like fashion purchases in the UK in 2019 was made just for a piece of content for social media. And this kind of purchases could be replaced by creating content digitally, like we are doing here. That's part of our mission as well, is to help making this industry more sustainable by replacing one-off purchases and mass production with content creation instead, because you can reach the exact same result. Um, our ecosystem, this is my favorite slide because it's growing every month. So basically on the top left, you see the first solution we had in digital fashion is the photo dressing / meta look. We then introduced the augmented reality solutions. Then we dived into avatar skins with Roblox, Decentraland avatars, Somium avatars, Zepeto avatars, Ready Player Me avatars, which is what we are mostly all wearing here. Uh, Meta avatars that you can access from your avatar store in your Instagram, WhatsApp, or Facebook applications, and does 3D avatars as well. We are working on more right now, and there will be more. The idea is that, again, interoperability of assets, so you should be able to bring your assets everywhere. And the only way to have that is for companies like us to integrate with all of them. And we're working really hard on that. We have the chance to get viral very quickly and very often. Especially this month, we had a chance to start the year on the first week of the year with our CEO, Daria Shapovalova, who was interviewed live on CNN to explain how we became the first digital-only clothing company to join Meta, Facebook, and also how we are really driving the industry forward for a mass adoption of digital fashion. We have done marketing campaigns with digital fashion, and we really enable brands. In this use case, it was with Farfetch, to save a lot of cost and also CO2 emissions compared to their traditional influencer and marketing models. Because usually what you do as a brand, you produce a collection of items, you hire some influencers, and then you need to pack the product, ship the product, get the shooting done, change outfit during the shootings, get the product back. So there is a lot of like shipping involved, CO2 emissions involved, and a lot of cost involved. We replace this model by just dressing up the influencers without sending them the products. So influencers are not receiving products anymore. They're sending us pictures and we dress them with the product. And it looks like real, and it's used for the same type of content for marketing campaign, influencer campaigns, but it has no CO2 emissions, no packaging, no shipping costs, no returns. So it's way more scalable and sustainable. Digital fashion can be purchased as non-NFT. I don't know about everybody here in the space, but we tend to always associate now digital collectibles and wearables as NFTs. It doesn't always have to be. This is a use case where we are delivering digital fashion as a purchase on our e-commerce website, and people can simply upload an image, purchase the item, and receive the digitally rendered images of themselves. We can also dress your avatars. So if you have an avatar, if you are an avatar, there's always the options to like bring our assets in a different week, in a different format, in a different virtual place, and adapt them to dress your avatars for any kind of content and campaign. This is the example we did with Christian Dior last year. And for live fashion experiences, because now people want a live experience, we dropped our AR application very early last year, so it was early 2022, to enable people to have a live wearable fashion experience. Of course, AR doesn't come with the same fitting as a Meta look or a photo, but it's also a very inclusive solution for fashion because it fits any kind of body type and gender, because the technology adapts the fitting to the body that it's targeting to. Plus, it can come as animated item, accessories and jewelry items have been seen as like very successful products in our mobile application. An animated item that looks like out of the ordinary, like very out of unrealistic items. Like this was a campaign with Coca-Cola we did last year as well. These are like the most used and the most engaged with products in the mobile app because they're just not items you could wear in the real life. And I understand that I think it makes sense when you do digital fashion and metaverse fashion to go for something crazy instead of going for something too realistic. We experience a little bit with beauty AR as well to complete the look because like fashion is not only about clothing, it's also about accessories and beauty. And this one was also one of the most used items in our mobile application that I invite you to try if you want to create some content with AR as well. And then something that I'm like also super excited about is mixed reality experiences. It's always about like merging our virtual like assets and virtual experiences with physicals to enhance our physical life because we can't live forever in spatial or in a virtual place. We have to live in a normal space as well in a physical place, but we can bring those experiences in physical to enhance our lives there. So we did AR pop-up experiences. First one was at Printemps in Paris, and we brought up a screen that was linked with our mobile application with the AR lenses, and people were in the middle of a fashion store, not dressing themselves with physical item, but dressing themselves with digital item. And this was a Can you see my screen right now? I see it moving in spatial right now. Can you see my screen moving? Is it moving? Is it Oh, okay. It's funny because I see. Let me see. Oh, oh. I've reshared right now. Let me know if you see it clearly. Is it better? Cool, thanks. Yeah, so this was about the immersive experience we created at Printemps Paris, where people were in the middle of this luxury fashion mall, but trying digital fashion and not physical fashion. And this created massive amount of engagement, a lot of traffic as well for the store. And people just came in and created content all day with those products. And from that realization, we started having more and more requests for this sort of experience. And it's not, I don't have it here, but like we did a similar experience with Adidas last month at NFT Miami Basel, where people were able to come in and try live AR wearables from Adidas as well. So brands are embracing these solutions. For the brands, it's really an opportunity to create user experiences engagement and content creation. And for us as like digital fashion like enthusiasts and creators, it's really a cool opportunity to like enhance your outfit with some additional AR animations around it. And then in the avatar space, we've been very closely working with Roblox. They've been a great partner. We've been dropping internal DressX collection there, but also some branded collection for brand partners, especially Peter Dundas, where we actually released another collection with them last week. Roblox is a great platform because it has a very high reach. There's like 500 million active users by month, so it's gigantic opportunity there. And it really reflects in terms of units sold as well. So if you're like a young, new, upcoming digital fashion creator, it would be a cool place to start because you can really reach a lot of people fast. Of course, it's not a high revenue generation model because we're talking a few cents per item in terms of sales, sometimes like a dollar or two. But it's an opportunity to educate and reach large masses for your brand or for your product. Still in the metaverse world, we've been a very early partner of Decentraland as well. We have this pop-up shop on the left, which is in the Metajuku area, where you can find wearables as well here displayed. We have this space that is in the Bozos area that is for NFT dispensary wearables. And we did a fashion show last year for Metaverse Fashion Week. It was the first Metaverse Fashion Week ever. And the next one is actually coming in March this year, March 8th, I believe, March 4th. We will also be present, and the event is planning to be even bigger. Last year, there was 100 brands participating. They expect even more for this year. So I invite you to get ready. And just a little teaser, we are preparing an airdrop by DressX of a full outfit wearable in Decentraland that we will give away for free for all of our community. So you can actually dress up in a very fun and unique and creative way in Decentraland because there's not much to wear and you want to look cool when you're like hanging out in the metaverse. Somium is a very interesting platform as well. Actually, you asked me earlier about DressX showroom. This is kind of like a showroom that we have. It's compatible with Somium and therefore with Spatial as well. And we displayed some collections there as well. Somium is also a very interesting platform, blockchain-based Web3 platform, compatible with VR reality goggles, so it makes it more immersive. And it also had a Metaverse Fashion Week last year that we participated in and was merged with a real IRL fashion show using their like tracking suits. So it was really technologically interesting. Zepeto is another platform we work with a lot. It's a mobile application gaming. It's the most like used gaming platform for fashion avatars, and we also create like outfits for their characters there. Ready Player Me, I'm sure everybody here is familiar with them because we all dressed with those avatars right now. And this collection is part of the Snake collection, which is displayed around us today in this room. All of those avatars you see are part of the Snake collection that you can just go get closer to the outfit and click on the CTA to travel to the main page of these NFTs. And only if you own the NFT, therefore you can wear it inside Ready Player Me, connecting your MetaMask wallet, which will give you the utility to wear this wearable on your avatar and enter Spatial and any other metaverses linked to Ready Player Me. Plus the DressX utilities, so you will have the unique AR and the unique like wearable meta look access to it. And this was a very interesting use case to us because everybody now is going into Spatial and using Ready Player Me for the avatars, and there is a catalog that is limited inside Ready Player Me. But the fact that you can now collect an NFT that is not just an NFT artwork or an NFT wearable via AR, but an NFT you can actually put on your avatar, it brings so much value to the shop, so much value to the creations, and also so much value to the collector because now you have a new way to showcase your ownership of an NFT, not just showing your friends your MetaMask screenshots or like sharing your collectible verification on Instagram or Twitter, but now you can actually show up inside Spatial, meet your friends there and your community there, and they're gonna be like, "What are you wearing?" "I'm wearing my NFT." And this is such a valuable way for people to collect and showcase their NFTs now. Meta, so you all know this is not a Web3 platform, this is a Web2 platform, but it's a very interesting use case for us as well, is because Meta has half of the world in their user base. So by collaborating with Meta, we really managed to educate a massive amount of new people into digital fashion and the metaverse. And we're very grateful for this partnership with them. And we've been creating a bunch of collections in their store. Our collection are performing super well there. We've been listed next to Prada and Tom Brown. And we are bringing now more and more creators and brands into this platform via our digital creation pipeline. Um, and the avatar needed to be upgraded in terms of outfit. So I'm glad we brought out these collections. Uh, Now we can dive into the NFT part talk. Actually, my focus at DressX is a lot related to everything NFT and Web3. I'm leading all of the initiative in Web3 and NFT space. So this drop included. This drop was a very important, iconic, historical, emotional drop because it was the dress that Michelle Obama was wearing at the inauguration ball of Barack Obama in 2028, 28, yeah. 28, and it was made by Jason Wu, and Jason Wu was very, very, very nicely, and we're super grateful for it that he wanted to drop this collection in this NFT as a one-of-one collectible to then bring back the revenue of this auction to the foundation of the First Lady of the United States. This NFT went on auction for 10,000 USD at the time. Can't check what it is right now in ETH, but ETH is going crazy today. But yeah, it was about 10,000 USDs. But it's more a statement that now a unique piece like this dress that is just a unique piece that was created for one moment in history and then put inside a museum, inside like a box of glass that no one can touch and only see if you go to this museum. Now this dress has a new utility. You can collect it as an NFT and wear it digitally if you own it. So it's also like digital fashion is like a beautiful way to like maintain and showcase culture, because this dress is about culture and historical moments. And apart from digital fashion, there are not solutions to revive this kind of pieces. So I feel like working with museums, working with historians, and like historical pieces will be a great advancement for the space and for the fashion industry. We do have more technologies coming up, and one of the most exciting technology that we have coming up is this app. It's the app that we're going to release very soon for you to download on your desktop. And then the app will act as a plugin integrated into your video call conference tools. So it works with Skype, works with Google Hangout and Meet and Zoom and all of them as a plugin. Then inside that app, you will have your collected wearables, NFTs and non-NFTs, and you will be able to wear them during your video calls with clients, partners, team members, everybody. So there is about 400 million active users by month in video calls these days. So we plan to have this app released for utilities as NFT holders and also like a few public items with some brand partnerships. It's really about bringing your creativity inside your video calls and showcasing your ownership of NFT there as well. If anyone here have ever been in a video call with me or someone at DressX, we always wearing our NFTs in our calls, and it makes such a great conversation starter. Yeah, that's us. That's DressX. That's what we do. That's our vision. That's what we're preparing for everybody here for the community. And there's much more coming up, of course, but I think we can start just diving into more like discussions and chat. So if anyone here has questions, please feel free to drop them either in the chat. You can drop them as comments in the chat. If you don't want to speak up, I will answer them, or you can just speak up and unmute yourself. Thank you. Hi, Carlos. Um, so when is the video call AI2 launching? I can't tell because we're deciding on the date right now. Honestly, we had a meeting today to talk about it. So for the story, there is no solutions on the market right now for it. So we need to find um, uh, solutions to bring your creativity and your assets inside your video call. So we built this app um, few months ago. Now we just decided on the right time to release it, and I can tell it will be within the next month or two maximum. So it's for Q1. It's for Q1 2023, and everybody will know as soon as we launch it. And yeah, I hope you'll be able to enjoy it and try it if you own some NFTs. Some of them will be added as a utility here. But we will, of course, introduce the product with a lot of public and free wearables for everybody to enjoy and have fun with it. It's really about just enabling everybody as a creator everywhere they go, especially online and especially in their video calls. Thank you, Carlos, for the questions. Yeah, thanks for asking. And I think I had a similar question a few days ago. Actually, I was invited to a seminar panel in spatial last week, and I often say about fashion, like my background is in traditional fashion. I was student at London College of Fashion, and we had a class about fashion history and fashion values. It was one of the most interesting class I've ever had. And now that I'm in the digital fashion space, I realized that fashion has always been a way for people to express their identities. And it's definitely going to continue to be the case in the digital world as well, especially now with the rise of social media and other online platforms. People have more opportunities to present and curate as well their personal identities online. And as we continue to see the increasing use of avatars, virtual reality, online interactions, fashion could play an even greater role in the formation of our digital identities. Like, like look at us all here right now. Like I see Carlos wearing this like shiny bomber jacket that looks just so amazing. I see like Rita wearing like just such a mesmerizing dress and glasses as well. I see people all over the place here wearing outfits that they chose. And by making this choice of wearing something, even if you're wearing a suit or like a black shirt, the choice you made in this outfit is consciously or subconsciously a way for you to express the way you want to be seen and perceived by others. So people now are using clothing and accessory to express their personalities and interests in the virtual world. Fashion could help to shape how people are perceived and interact online now. And I just think this is the most beautiful thing we can do is just like shaping our identities and merging them from physical to digital. Um, Thanks. I see a question from Pookie Amsterdam, which is very intriguing name. Really cool. What do you think is your most popular product? Which is your favorite platform or most successful platform so far? So first, what what do you find is your most popular product? So in terms of like when you say products, I'm assuming you comparing solutions and technologies, not like just an outfit. Um, Most popular is the mobile application because AR is free to use. So there is this factor of like it's already free, so it creates more engagement and more acquisition and traffic to it. So it's easier to scale it better. Plus, it makes for an instant experience. So all of the other solutions, NFTs, MetaLook, avatars, video calls, all of these experiences are not immediate. The AR is immediate. Everybody can just switch on the app, choose an item, click DressX Me, and you are wearing this item immediately. So it's instant gratification, immediate experience. It's all the things that we are all used to because now in this world of like high speed technologies, we all want everything now. We don't have time to wait. So AR is the most popular product. For sure, we reached millions and millions of users and creators last year with those collections. We had couple millions of AR try-ons, which is the number of times someone actually wear the item in the app. We reach an average of 19 try-ons per day per user, so it means like an active user will like be dressing him or her or themselves 19 times a day using the app. So this is clearly our most popular product. Which is your favorite platform? I assuming that favorite platform, you're talking about different metaverses. Uh, if yes, I'd say that my favorite, I don't know if I can say it because like they're all friends and I don't want, I'd say like I love them all. I love all the metaverses, Decentral and Somium, Sandbox, Spatial. Love you all guys. This is all amazing what you're building. I'd say like the one I use most is Spatial. And then most successful, yeah, that was the same questions. Thank you so much, Cookie Amsterdam. Um, I see another question. You mentioned the app is coming for Skype, Google Meet, and Zoom. Do you see this coming to OnlyFans anytime soon? This is a great question. Never been asked before. I think we need to let people use the technology and the tool that we give them the way they want. Of course, we're gonna need different type of accessories. We do have a bunch of like really cool stuff that we meet the OnlyFans cliche users um, like needs because we have a bunch of stuff that we created with some very cool like lingerie and like kinky brands that make very luxurious like kink outfits that will fit well for like content in OnlyFans. Actually, it's a great idea. We should reach out to a bunch of like top creators in OnlyFans and see if they want to upgrade their content with digital wearables. Something I would say is like we don't want to empower this type of content. Maybe it's not our values, but just by putting our tools and accessories accessible publicly and freely in the wild, this is where we're going to see how people use them. And if we see this type of content and this type of creators picking up our tools to create something better and enhance the way they create stuff, why not? I think this is a great idea. Thank you, everybody. It was super cool to be here. And yeah, feel free to reach out if you have any questions or want to connect or collab. We're always open for more. And let's make the digital fashion space better for everybody. Thank.
Yeah.
Yes, yes. Let's do this. Let's do this for sure. Yeah.
Hi, Julian.
Hey, who's talking?
Oh, this is Chi speaking.
How are you today?
Oh, I'm good. How are you?
Great, great. Did you
Yeah.
enjoy the
So,
presentation? You have any question?
yeah, yeah. I had some opportunities for